Deliveroo culture, OK, set to make the UK the fat man of Europe.
Do you do it, Claire?
I do Deliveroo. Well, yes, I do. I've got all the apps on the phone because I've got 4 kids. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't ask if you had 4 kids. I just asked you, do you do it?
Is that a very leading question, Mr.
Well,
Holmes?
I do it far too often.
We're all guilty of it, I think.
I have never done it.
Oh, stop
But I nearly get run over by
Do you know what it is?
get run over by their bikes on my little paths around my home.
And have you noticed that every one of the riders of those bikes are learners.
Yeah, but they never have to take a test. But I'm talking about the cyclists are almost worse than...
Well, at least they're better for the planet. I've been told, by the way, by some of our viewers this morning that this is a very urban issue, that people out in the sticks don't have this delivery.
Well,
that's
at least they won't
no,
be
it's
fat
not
in the
true. That's
countryside.
insulting. That's like saying...
Do you not think they don't
have it in Scotland?
They don't have it in rural areas, but to try and make out they don't have it in Aberdeen or they don't have it in Leeds or they don't have it in...
I didn't say it's not
No,
a London
I know you didn't,
issue.
but I was watching the same comments coming in.
Oh, right.
Because people have as a view doesn't make it right. That's
well,
all.
Look, it does, whatever the viewers think, OK,
It's becoming easier to get stuff.
It's becoming much easier to use an app on your phone and get food delivered to your door.
But why not cook it? That's what I do.
Well, no, exactly. You do not cook it.
I absolutely
So when
do.
you were
I
chief secretary to the
fancy
Treasury and you
myself as
came
a bit of a
home-
chef.
When Margaret Thatcher let you out of her clutches and you were doing long days in office, what would you do? You go home and cook? Obviously.
No.
Well, there you go. Lots of
Because
people
as
just
you
do
get
cooking.
older, you develop new skills.
Oh, right.
Well,
So how often
last
do you
night-
use these new skills then, David?
Huh?
Do you have an apron? Do you have a cookbook?
Yeah.
Do you?
I have a cookbook, and I also learn from others. I have learned, since I've been living down in Dorset, how to cook venison. I've learned there are different sorts of deer, and they require different sorts of cooking. So anybody who wants a little masterclass, I'll happily set up a stove over there and go for it.
Wow.
Why don't you start a supper club then? I think.
Well, my supper last night was I was about to do a Deliveroo and I thought, Eamon, stop it, wise up. So I went out and made myself something really healthy. And it was really after...
I dread to think what that was.
Listening to you this week, you talked about Welsh rarebit, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Well, I thought, right, so I'm going to put cheese on toast and I put little bits of ham through
First time
it.
I've known you make something in the
And it's
kitchen.
not healthy, David, but very, very nice. Very, very nice.
Who cleared this up though?
Huh?
I bet you're a really messy cook.
That's what my wife said as she was dropping up, but I cleaned that kitchen. That kitchen was, yes, it was...
When this morning or last?
No, last night. I did all that and that shut her
Can
up
I just point out,
after that.
this Deliveroo culture is making... Are we not already the fat man of Europe, by the way? Just on this.
Are you looking at me?
No, I'm just talking about the UK. Aren't we, after America, probably one of the fattest... Well, obviously America's not in Europe, but I'm just saying we sort of follow the American culture on
Well, we
weight.
do, and regardless of what you said, if you try and order a McDonald's, there's the thing that flags up and says, we do not deliver to schools, do you agree? Right. In Scotland, I was talking to the makeup girl. We were brought up in a horrendous diet. You could get anything deep fried. In fact, you still can, OK? This is not Deliveroo's fault. This is not going to stop children from having obesity, the crisis of obesity. This is not going to stop people eating fast food because you can get anything on Deliveroo. I think it's just it's just another headline coat hooked onto obesity. It's just in the study about teens who don't eat even one apple a day. Was set up by a university professor in Birmingham. The statistics from the West Midlands, where the children do not have a typically good diet anyway. It's a bit like Scotland. Most children do not eat 1 in 5 vegetable portions of fruit or vegetables a day. Deliveroo is not the problem here, I don't think. It's people's inability to cook properly, to cook often, and indeed cook together as a family.
Delivery is slightly
Get
the
back to
problem.
something boring like politics. I can't cope with all this exciting
Let's
stuff.
move on to...
And also, I would just say, Claire, yesterday I was trying to get fruit from a supermarket and I looked up and I couldn't get it. So I declined the order, but the order tends to be fast convenience food, even from the supermarkets, are easy stuff. But anyway, point taken, point made. We do it all too much.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.